Hey, good morning, everybody. Day 2 days in a row. And sometimes all you can do um, on the long road back is put one foot in front of the other. Sometimes that's all you can do. And that's my commitment to myself is just put one foot in front of the other. Good morning, Hopi. Good morning, D. Morris. Sometimes I think we have too high expectations of not just ourselves, but of each other. Remembering that, hey, Mike, we are all still on the potter's wheel. And what that means is that God is not through with us yet. And as long as we have time on this earth, on this planet, in this life, there are going to be things for us to do. So I'm not above at this point asking for help because I know it's going to be a long road back. And sometimes on that long road back, you got to get as much help as you can. And it's just like that. So a lot of people have been reaching out, asking how they can help. And I can definitely tell you, if you go to bit.ly slash um, help free women 2020 and register as a volunteer, somebody's going to reach out to you because I do need a lot of help. And it's amazing that sometimes the very programs you create for somebody else will be the programs that you need yourself, which, that's the good thing about life. And that's the good thing about being a builder, being an architect, is because when you build shelter for other people, sometimes you don't realize it may be you that needs that shelter. So if you haven't shared the broadcast, share the broadcast. If you're interested in volunteering, make sure you go to bit.ly slash help free women 2020. And I'm the type of person that I'm not gonna ask for help without making sure that the people who help get something in return. So I want to share with you this morning my word for the day because I'm trying to get back on track. And the word from today comes from Jesus is Calling, one of my favorite devotionals, and it's by Sarah Young. And the word for today says, I am the potter and you are my clay. I designed you before the foundation of the world. I arranged the events of each day to form you into this preconceived pattern. My everlasting love is at work in every event of your life. On some days, your will and mine flow smoothly together. You tend to feel in control of your life when our wills are in harmony. On other days, you feel as if you're swimming upstream against the current of my purpose. When that happens, stop and seek my face. The opposition you feel may be from me or it may be from the evil one. Talk with me about what you're experiencing. Let my spirit guide you through treacherous waters. As you move through the turbulent stream with me, let circumstances mold you into the one I desire you to be. Say yes to your potter as you go through this day. So the question then becomes, are you saying yes? So in conversation with the Lord this morning, he said, get some help. Come on now. I just want to know who talks back to God. Now, y'all know y'all be talking back. Now, I know I'm not the only one. How many times have you heard God say something and you say, but God, come on now, let's just be honest. So the Lord said, get some help. I said, but God, people don't feel like I need help. The Lord said, get some help. I said, but God, people are busy. The Lord said, get some help. I said, but God, people got their own problems. People got stuff going on. People ain't trying to help me. And the Lord said, get some help. So I said, you know what? You can't knock it if you don't try it. So I said, let me reach out. Because I've had a lot of people reach out to me and offer help. But I want to do it in a formal way. And if you haven't shared this broadcast, share the broadcast because you never know where your help is going to come from. Can we talk about that real quick? And even as I was talking just now, I thought about ways for my kids to get involved and ways for me to involve other people in the community. And D Morris, that's perfectly legitimate. She said, I don't know how to teach people to help me. I'm learning. I'm learning. Sometimes we gotta just put our pride to the side and be humble enough to say, I need help. And then show the people what you need, or be transparent enough to say, just help me how you can. And so I think it's an exercise in growing up, realizing that the world, one man is not an island, that sometimes your dreams are bigger than just you. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been remiss. I rarely ask for help. And one of the reasons I rarely ask for help is because God has been so good. Somebody say so good in the chat. Somebody just, because see, before I talk about where I am mentally, I gotta let you know it's not my father's fault. Because God has been so good to me. Sometimes I feel a little guilty asking for more. I don't know if anybody understands what I'm saying right now. He's been so good to me that I feel greedy. Did anybody catch that? If you're feeling like I'm feeling, let me know in the chat. So I'll go through life and need things. And I know that the word says, you have not because you ask not. But I will go through life and need things and don't ask. And it could be right next to me. It could be right in front of me. It could be right beside me. It could be in my neighborhood. But I will go through life and do it out before I fix my mouth. And it goes the same way with people asking me for help. And let me see if you agree with this too, because it doesn't matter what our situation is. We always trying to help somebody. I don't know if I got anybody that agrees with that. And while we sit here and have a hard time asking for life preservers, have a hard time asking for a lifeboat, if somebody else come along and they drowning while we drowning, girl, we gonna be so busy trying to rescue them. All I know is I need help. I'm not turning down no help. I got a big event coming up. Go to bit.ly/helpfreewomen2020. I'm going to have an emergency volunteer meeting this week. And I'm going to get me some help. Whoever wants to help and however they want to help. And this is me listening to God. Whoever wants to help and however they want to help. Because I'll tell you, beggars can't be choosing. But that's what we do. We help everybody but ourselves. We help everybody. And we'll sit here and drown. But I'm not going to do it anymore. And I suggest you not do it anymore either. You know, over the years, I have prided myself in being a decent leader. I think the one thing I could have done better is really help people understand the importance of being humble and getting help. And so I want to show you, good morning, Ms. Joanne. I want to show you that number one, people want to help. And number two, is nothing wrong with getting help. Now, there's some people now, I'm not going to lie. Now, we got to tell the truth about it. There's some people that thrive on getting help. I want to be somewhere in that middle ground. I want to be somewhere in between that person that gives help, but then I want to offer people the opportunity to help me too. And what we have to realize too, and if you haven't shared the broadcast, make sure you share this broadcast, is that when you open the door and you offer people an opportunity to help you, you're helping them. It makes people feel good to give. It makes people feel good to be a part of. It makes people happy. So let people help you. And that's my lesson. Is that when you pray to God for help, He's not going to show up in person. Quit waiting on Him to show up. He's not going to send His archangel. Quit waiting on His archangel. He's going to send a person like me and you. Are you open to them? Are you receptive to them? Will you allow them to help you? So this week, I went on this big campaign. I'll tell you guys about in the volunteer meeting. And I took everything on my desk and I started to split it up. And I started to hand it out. And I'm not done yet. Because I don't, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to get out of here. I don't want to drown with 1 million people watching me. Somebody say, wow. I don't want to drown with 1 million people standing around the pool. But watch this. Sometimes if you don't cry for help, people don't know you drowning. Y'all didn't hear me. Sometimes if you don't cry for help, we in there splashing around, and because we not crying for help, people think we having fun. We in there with no balance, taking on water, and because we're not crying for help, people think we swimming. We are in the water, literally about to go under. But because we don't look like we drowning, and because we refuse to cry for help, how would it look if I'm out here crying for help? So we drown with a million people watching. And because we didn't cry for help, people say things like, she seemed like she was okay. Did she? People say things like, well, she seemed like she had it all together. Did she? Food for thought. Sometimes you got to actually cry for help and be okay with it. So I love you guys. I'm going to get out of here this morning. I just wanted to fulfill my commitment to show up every day between 6 and 6:15. What time will I be here, y'all? 6 and 6:15. That's my commitment. It's my commitment to me. It's my commitment to the brand. It's my commitment to you guys. Because as much as I show up, you'll show up. And I think that's hugely important. So bit.ly/helpfreewomen2020. If you want to pitch in and help out however you can, let us know. My team's going to reach out to you right away, and we're going to go from there. And if you have any friends that want to come along on the journey and help out, invite them too. This is not a bad place to be, even though I'm a little bit biased. All right. Love you guys. Love you, Ursula. Love you. You guys have a great morning.